It's 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock on this slightly overcast Friday morning. Feeling a bit provocative this morning by this sound. As a matter of fact, I hope you're having a good morning thus far, right? What does this song remind you of? It's never a dull day in Grenada, man. I can't sit down. Something is wrong with the chair. Folks, it's a good day to have a good day in Grenada, Spice Country. No matter where you are, once you're in tune with us, you will get the heat, the warmth. Because in Grenada, it's always a good day to have a good day in a good way, despite the ups and downs. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's start the day right. It's Friday. Dear Lord, thank you for seeing us through this week. Thank you for your faithfulness and the assurance that we are never alone, that we are never defenseless, that your grace is always available, and that you never fail. We thank you for giving us everything we need to face this day. May your will be done in our lives. In the name of Jesus, we ask these things. Amen. And we also have our Friday blessings from Psalms. It's coming, Psalm 118 and verse 24. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Amen. Amen, Rev. Good morning. Hope you're doing fine, yeah? I really thought I had this flu under control, but this morning I'm sounding rather nasal. Am I not? Yeah. Sylvina Charles, good morning. Jillian McIntyre, Yulin Alexander, good morning. Yoland Swan, good morning. Where's Mildred? Where's Mary Ebanks? Oh, okay. Mildred, you got to behave yourself better than that, you know. You're a child of God. You can't be so provocative, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. 22 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. It's Friday. So no matter what you say about me, no matter what you do to me, see, I know the victory, so me can't sit down. Gotta get up and get. Sitting down won't solve the problems. You gotta make that effort. Remember, he helps those who try to help themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And who help themselves? You've got to make the start. You've got to initiate the process. 22 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Carrico and Pity Martinic, you're always in our thoughts and prayers here because you're still in the rebuilding, reconstruction process. Even if it's after a year, the devastation was so immense. Man. Kim the King, good morning. Mr. Mills, good morning. Razum, good morning. When last you hear your partner Neil? Derisa and the family, good morning. Jahim and Hakim and everybody. Lamode in St. George, good morning to you. Can't sit down. Good morning, Captain Harris. Haven't seen or heard from you in quite a while. Hope you're doing fine, bro? Nowadays, when you see you miss somebody, next thing you hear, you get some unpleasant news. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so I wish that all is well and, touch base, man. Proclaim this. Things are already better. You can pray. Whenever I use that word, Heather comes to mind. She would say, better. Good, Jackie Alexis, good morning. Jackie would say better also. They live out the tea. Better. 21 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. The word of the day today, that word is wholesome. 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 And it means conducive to good health or morals. Wholesome. conducive to good health or morals. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The wholesome meal was both nutritious and delicious. Well, it was really wholesome because it is often said things that good and taste nice, and things that taste nice and good. So when you get a wholesome meal that tastes nice and it's also nutritious, you've won the lottery. Our folks in the UK, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Rita Williams, good morning. Destined to win, overcomer, good morning. Joan Brathwaite Batson. Mildred, how is Judy and Zamora and Shem? Everybody's okay, right? The folks on the western coast of the island, good morning. From Sates coming right down. Snell Hall, good morning. That's where Rita is listening from. Good morning, Rita. Welcome on board. Yeah. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Nadisha, good morning to you. It is indeed a good day to have a good day, despite the woes of the world. Yeah. If we do not have guests in studio this morning, we're going to have a really good conversation. Trust me on that. Things already better. Things already better. Things already better. Eugenia Peters, good morning. Hard, dedicated worker, yeah? Surround yourself with positive energy. Now, whether it's uplifting people, inspiring books, or motivational music, create an environment that feeds your soul. He shall supply all your needs. You don't feed yourself poison, do you? Never leave it, not forsake. Except the doctor prescribed it. You don't take anything that's bitter or not tasty to you, right? So why will you surround yourself with things that, are not good for you? Change your environment, feed your soul with good things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's 18 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour. What's buzzing this morning? All right. Nicholas Brathwaite named as McMaster Chancellor. IMA Grenada Symposium set for Carriacou. Carriacou, you're not left out, okay? You will be getting exposed to the benefits of investing in Grenada, what the IMA does. Good morning, Colin Purcell and your team, Ms. Burke and everybody. Wow. In the region, TNT gets U.S. license for Dragon gas. Something fishy here, boy. Internationally, New York Attorney General indicted Letitia James. They're on a roll, boy. First Comey, now James. Hey, Adam Smith is next. Yeah, things are already better. And in sports, River beats St. Patrick's Catholic 3-0 in the National Primary School football competition. Yeah, wow. River all you doing thing? Yeah, all you real doing thing, man. Good. This morning, you gotta push. Yeah, I am going to make somebody get a little dance, all right? Nice, just a little bit. Holy Spirit, take my soul. Holy Spirit, fill my soul. Hey, good morning, Doc and Candy out there in Winnipeg, Canada. Good morning. How you doing? Hi. Sylvina Charles, how you doing? Yes. The family of our dear friend David Golden Child Moraine, man, I urge you to be strong. It's not an easy pill to swallow. But folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Good Grenada. Let's celebrate the 19th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert on Sunday, November 9th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center with the best of Grenada along with the Black Prince and the Pink Panther. Our partners, Hubbard's, GBN, Grenada Paper Products, Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Clax Court, Grenada's #1 rum, Brentville Credit Union, Bryden and Miners, Agents 4, Johnny Walker, Smirnoff Vodka, and Campari, Renwick Thompson and Company Limited, Pierre Marcel, Hard On Plus, Gittins Healthcare, Dollar Savers Auto Parts, Rise and Shine Supermarket, Springs Food Mart, Excel Plaza, Clem Vision Eye Center, Chillaxing Cafe, Answer Coating, Victory Bar, Blue Bubba's PA Rental and Events Supply, Chateau de la Motte, Grenada, Captain Harris Apartments, Gem Holiday, Beach Resorts, Dana's City Inn, Glen Egg, Spring Water, and the Grenada Trade Center. Sunday, November 9th, 5 p.m. Grenada Trade Center, the 19th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Please be seated by 4 p.m. Hubbard's Legends in Concert.
The cranberry is good. I feel like the cranberry.
Okay, let's do this one here.
All right, cool. And that is all we need?
I think so.
Okay. Lee, I forget my money home.
No worries, I got you.
You sure?
You want to pay for it?
All right, thanks. I'll pay you the money right now. So I sent you the money, yeah?
Okay, let me check.
Kurt knows he always has access to his money with Co-op Bank's e-banking app. Click, tap, done. Banking.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Friday, 10th October 2025. Coming up in the news, Nicholas Brathwaite named McMaster Chancellor. IMA Grenada Symposium set for Carriacou. In the region, TNT gets U.S. license for Dragon Gas. Internationally, New York Attorney General indicted. And in sports, Riverside beats St. Patrick's Catholic 3-0 in a national primary schools football. The details to these and more right after these messages.
At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. Wholesale prices available on selected items. Come take advantage of our amazing in-store discounts. At Oasis Pet and Garden, there is something for everyone. To order and for more information, contact Oasis Pet and Garden today. Or contact us on Facebook or Instagram. Oasis Pet and Garden, a home for farmers.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. Carriacou-born Nicholas Brathwaite will be McMaster University's next chancellor, bringing a legacy of innovation, global leadership, and a strong commitment to education and equity. McMaster alumnus Brathwaite earned his degree in applied chemistry in 1982 before completing a master's in polymer science at the University of Waterloo. He launched a successful career in Silicon Valley, co-founding tech companies, earning patents, and shaping early smartphones and advanced electronics as CTO at Flextronics. He now leads a global deep tech investment at Celeste Capital. Beyond his business achievements, Brathwaite is a dedicated philanthropist. He and his wife Janice co-founded the Petna Foundation, supporting youth, education, and community development across the Caribbean and North America. The foundation's partnership with McMaster has enabled numerous Caribbean students to pursue undergraduate studies through the Nicholas and Janice Brathwaite Award. Brathwaite will assume the chancellorship on January 1st, 2026, and aims to inspire the next generation of students. Residents of Carriacou and Petit-Matnick will have the opportunity to explore solutions to local development challenges when the IMA Grenada Symposium Series comes there on the island. The event takes place on Wednesday, October 22nd at the Mermaid Conference Room. Speakers will include Mr. Richard Duncan, OBE, Chairman of the CBI Committee, Ms. Carolyn Purcell, Deputy CEO of IMA Grenada, and Mr. Ronald Theodore, CEO of GIDC. The symposium will focus on how investment migration is creating new pathways for local developers, opening access to investment opportunities, and highlighting the benefits of the CBI program. And finally, Tropical Storm Jerry is expected to pass near or just northeast of the northern Leeward Islands today. Forecasters say the storm could strengthen into a hurricane by later today into Saturday as it moves northward. Residents in the area should stay alert and monitor official updates. In the Eastern Pacific, Tropical Storm Priscilla continues moving parallel to the coast of Baja California Sur, staying offshore. Tropical storm conditions are possible along the coast, and heavy rainfall could trigger flash flooding in parts of the southwestern United States this weekend. Meanwhile, Tropical Depression 17E near southern Mexico is expected to bring heavy rainfall and possible localized flooding along the southern and southwestern coastal areas. That's the local news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, along with the sports and the weather, they are straight ahead. In the region, Trinidad and Tobago has been granted a license by the U.S. Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, to move forward with the Dragon Gas project. Attorney General John Jeremy announced the development at a press conference yesterday, saying the license allows TNT to engage in cross-border energy collaboration with Venezuela. The license, requested by the United National Congress government in May, will be issued in stages, with the first stage running for 6 months until April 2026. This phase allows for negotiations with the Venezuelan government to set commercial targets for U.S. companies, which Jeremy described as reasonable and attainable. The Dragon Gas Field license was originally issued by Venezuela on December 21st, 2023, allowing the NGC and Shell to develop and export natural gas to TNT. Jamaica has become one of the first countries in the region to implement clear rules for the use of artificial intelligence, AI, in its courts, so says Chief Justice Brian. Sykes said the guidelines are aimed at ensuring AI supports justice delivery without compromising fairness, accuracy, or integrity. The rules apply to the Supreme Court, Revenue Court, High Court, and Circuit District divisions of the Gun Court. The Chief Justice highlighted the benefits of AI, noting it can speed up court operations, simplify the preparation of legal documents, reduce clerical delays, and support self-represented litigants. Court staff can also use AI for document management, case scheduling, and information retrieval, making proceedings faster, more accurate, and transparent. Now, looking further afield, New York Attorney General Letitia James has been indicted by a grand jury, according to the clerk of the court in Eastern District of Virginia. The indictment comes 2 weeks after a grand jury indicted former FBI Director James Comey on charges of lying to Congress. We have more in the Speaks 11 News.
Sources are telling the Associated Press a grand jury has indicted New York Attorney General Letitia James on a fraud charge. James was indicted in the Eastern District of Virginia on one count after a mortgage fraud investigation.
No, as you know, Trump has been pushing for charges against James for several months, posting on social media without citing any evidence that she's guilty of anything. James is a second-term Democrat, has denied any wrongdoing, and she has said that she made an error while filling out a form related to the home that she bought, but quickly rectified it.
And finally, U.S. President Donald Trump's deployment of the National Guard in Democratic-led cities against the will of local officials has faced 2 key legal tests. Judges heard arguments in Portland, Oregon and Chicago, Illinois, where local leaders have sued the government, alleging the use of the military on civilian streets is unconstitutional. Chicago and Portland now await a ruling. The White House has defended the deployments, with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt saying, "We're very confident in the president's legal authority to do this." Trump previously sent the National Guard to Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., arguing troops were needed to crack down on illegal immigration and crime. That's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Well, good morning, sporting fans. Local sports, we start with the primary school football tournament. And the results from the National Primary Schools Football Tournament saw Riverside Government defeating St. Patrick's Catholic 3-0, while Holy Spirit Anglican lost 3-8 to St. Patrick's Anglican. Hermitage Government beat Montrose SDA 7-1, and St. Peter's Catholic edged Bonnet Government 2-1, while St. John's Anglican outplayed Samaritan 5-1. Florida Government won 6-4 against Concord Government. Naviti Catholic drew 1-1 with St. George's Anglican Senior, and Constantine Methodist defeated Bolio RC 6-2. Other matches saw St. Andrew's Catholic beat Sacred Heart 2-1. St. Giles Anglican lost 1-0 to St. Mary's Catholic. Holy Cross Catholic fell 7-0 to St. Matthew's Catholic. Paraclete Government defeated Telescope 4-1, and St. George's Anglican Junior lost 2-0 to Happy Hill RC. The action continues across Grenada, also in Carriacou. In cricket, Glenn Maxwell is optimistic he can still play a part in Australia's upcoming T20 series against India, despite having surgery on his fractured right wrist last week. Maxwell suffered the fracture when he was hit on the wrist by a powerfully struck shot from Mitchell Owen while bowling in the nets in the lead-up to the T20 series against New Zealand in Mount Mangorni. He was immediately sent home to see a specialist and opted to have surgery to try to hasten the recovery time down to 4 weeks to give himself a chance to play against India. That's all the sports we've got at this time. We'll have more sports for you in our luncheon edition and our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look? The Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Weather forecast, we join forecaster Nicole Jones at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Nicole.
Hi, good morning to you and your listeners. Here's the weather for today, Friday the 10th October 2025, as recorded at Morris Bishop International Airport. Presently, the weather is fair, with adjacent showers to the west, and the winds are from southeast at 17 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 1012.8 millibar, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature is 29.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 79%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 32.9 degrees Celsius. Last night min was 29.5 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 0 millimeter of rainfall was recorded. Hence, the total remains for the month at 12.5 millimeters. Now we move to the public forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times with occasional light to moderate showers and a low chance of thunder showers. Today's maximum temperature, 32 degrees Celsius. The wind is expected to be southeasterly to southerly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting with showers. Seas moderate to slightly rough, with wave up to 8 feet and easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. Low tide today will be at 11 a.m., high tide at 5:30 p.m. Sunset 5:50, sunrise 5:56. Just repeat the public forecast valid for today. Partly cloudy, becoming cloudy at times, with occasional light to moderate showers and a low chance of thunder showers. Maximum temperature 32 degrees Celsius, and high surf and marine advisory remains in effect. Reporting from the Morris Bishop International Airport, I am Nicole Jones. Do have yourself a wonderful morning.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Have yourself a great day and a wonderful weekend likewise. Folks, the weather forecast came to you compliments Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all. Oh, yeah.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
It's 3 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Nicholas Brathwaite named McMaster Chancellor. IMA Grenada Symposium is set for Carriacou. In the region, TNT gets a license for Dragon Gas. And internationally, New York Attorney General Letitia James has been indicted. And in sports, Riverside beats St. Patrick's Catholic 3-0 in National Primary Schools football. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Friday, October 10th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day, a safe, enjoyable weekend, extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. Stay with us. The traffic report comes up shortly.
Club and Out Grenada, let's move to live. Sunday, October 26, 2025. Fitness walk beginning with warm-up at 2 p.m. at Progress Park St. Andrew. Organize your churches, clubs, family, and community. Great prizes to be won. Call 442-7450 to order your t-shirts now. Features and attractions galore to keep you moving. Hosted by the Health and Youth Departments of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Grenadians, get ready to commemorate National Heroes Day on Sunday, October 19th at the former Riviera Hotel site next to Camahorn Park. Grand Dance from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. The theme for this year's commemoration, honoring our legacy, inspiring our future. This National Heroes Day commemoration promises to be one to remember with a prayer and worship segment, the spoken word, and a powerful message from our special guest speaker. National Heroes Day Commemoration 2025 will also see the official sword turning on the grounds of the Riviera site, which will then be known as National Heroes and Heritage Park. Sunday, October 19th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. National Heroes Day Commemoration. Monroe, St. George. See you there.
Residents of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, have you ever wondered how you can benefit from Grenada's Citizenship by Investment program? Join the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada for the next IMA Symposium Series on October 22nd at 5:30 p.m. at the Mermaid Hotel Conference Room, Carriacou. This public forum will explore how local developers and those aspiring to become developers can access new earning opportunities through the CBI program. Hear from key experts representing the Investment Migration Agency, the CBI Committee, and the Grenada Investment Development Corporation as they discuss recent regulatory changes designed to expand local participation. This is your chance to gain insight, ask questions, and discover how you can be part of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique's development story. Don't miss it. Join the conversation on October 22nd at 5:30 p.m. at the Mermaid Hotel Conference Room.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, the light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day, oh.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi!
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Welcome to Caracu, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. Hungry? Start your day at Las Iguanas Cafe in Hermitage, where the aroma of fresh local breakfast fills the air. Think bakes, saltfish, and cocoa tea, all served with island hospitality. For lunch, savor local flavors at Paradise Beach Club, where Allison and her team serve up dishes that capture the essence of Caracu. Are you craving something quick and cheesy? Tina's Pizza is the local go-to spot. Hot, fresh, and always satisfying. As the sun sets, unwind with dinner at the original Slipway. Sip in a cocktail, enjoy gourmet dining by the water, and feel the calm of Caracu wrap around you. It's the perfect end to your day. Caracu is open. Hotels, restaurants, and your favorite spots are back and better than ever. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
All right, folks, it's now 16 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We're a little late, but it's time now for us to join Corporal Troy Paul for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Corporal Paul.
Good morning to you and to your entire team at GBN, especially our drivers. I know we are a bit late with a traffic update this morning, but nevertheless, we're here to ensure that drivers get the proper route as they get to their destination and also how they can get to their destination safely as possible. And we're going to do definitely that. And this morning, we also have the live feed with us, so persons who are viewing this morning have the advantage to know where they will be heading this morning based on our traffic conditions and situation at the time. And we already seen some traffic in most of the areas, especially in the area of the St. Paul's public roads. We just already on the Lucas Street roundabout, and we can see already movement in that area. St. Paul's already has that traffic flowing. Marshall and the other areas are moderate, not that heavy at the moment, but we know what to expect as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. In other areas reported, most of the areas, especially our towns and all its adjoining roads, we have a moderate flow of traffic in those areas, so persons can flow freely in most of the other areas as we are reporting this morning. We are also seeing some traffic in the Caribbean public area. Also, we've seen a light to moderate traffic coming from the western direction, and that persons can expect, as we say, heavier flow as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. This morning, we're reporting the accidents. It's the past 24 hours. We have a total of 5 minor accidents. Yesterday we had 3, so we start moving back up. We had 2 extra this morning, but we want to encourage drivers for daily as the responsibility of driving on our public road, and they have an obligation to ensure safety. It is paramount that they get to their destination safely and on time. So we're seeing a little bit here on the western corridor that we also have some movement there. It is not that heavy at the moment. And persons coming from the western side, if you're traveling along that road at the moment, you are free with no obstruction and no accidents at the moment. So we're going to take a look going over to the Tempe direction and see how that portion of the road looks. So persons coming from the Grenada 10th direction can have an appreciation as to what to expect. And we're already seeing here that we have a movement. It is not that bumper to bumper-ish for want of word, but the traffic there is moving, and we expect, as per usual, a heavier flow as we get closer to 8 o'clock hour. It is Friday, and we expect a little more traffic expected on Fridays. So persons, be mindful and pay attention. If you have not left home as yet, please do so you can avoid the rush and avoid any areas the areas that are prone to heavy traffic in the morning. We know that in those areas, you're coming up from the western side, and you can take, there's not much diversion for you as it relates to traffic, but persons coming out from the St. Paul's direction, as we see, and if you're heading to the Grenada direction, you can take a diversion onto the Monjelo Public Road, onto the Airport Springs Public Road, and head onto the Grenada Public Road. It's another option you can use is the go onto the Monjelo and Caribbean, Toby Road, and onto the Grenada while the traffic is not heavy as yet. So that volume of traffic can be reduced. However, persons, we want you to be advised that the Nawasa Safe project continues, and there will be some discomfort as relates to persons traveling in those areas with the dust, and some of the roads are uneven, so you know that you cannot drive in a speed or in a manner that is greater than what is expected. In addition to that, persons must drive cautiously with the dust that is in the air, especially persons with asthma and similar conditions. we ask that you be cautious as well, or even be prepared for such conditions. As we just head back, so persons, if you have not left home as yet and you're heading to the town of St. George's, we're already seeing that some movement of traffic in most of the areas. So please be mindful not to expect bumper-to-bumper traffic in areas as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour from the Caribbean. If you're coming from the eastern side, if you're coming from Grenada 10th side, expect that as well. If you're coming from the St. Paul's direction, most of the areas will definitely get busier as we get closer to that working hours for persons most of the time. So it is your responsibility to get to work on time and safely. So as you continue your journey, whether you're in traffic or you're already there to work, we want you to have a safe destination. And we want persons, if you do have your cell phone in your hand this morning, please put it down, because the question I'm about to ask, if you are texting, morning.
Thank you very much, Corporal Paul, and I do hope that you have a great weekend, you and your team.
Absolutely, and I just want to make special mention to the person behind the drone feed. A special morning to him this morning, and I want to say safe drive to all persons again and to your entire team at the GBN. Have a blessed day and weekend.
Thank you. Folks, that has been the traffic report for this morning. Stay with us. We've got conversations when we get back after this break. Don't you go anywhere.
The Ministry of Agriculture is inviting all of Grenada to join in the national observance of World Food Day 2025, guided by the theme Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. Our national celebrations will run from October 13th, culminating with the grand exhibition at the Old Trafford Playing Field, Tantine, on Friday, October 17th, 2025. Let us all unite to make this year's event the very best, connecting householders, farmers, agricultural partners, schools, and community groups. International World Food Day observance, October 16th. National World Food Day celebrations, October 13th to the 17th. Be a part of Grenada's food security drive.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Welcome to Caracou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
World Food Day 2025 is here.
October 13th to the 17th, under the theme Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. Monday, October 13th, 4-H School Competition. Tuesday, October 14th, Friendly Chef Contest in collaboration with the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Wednesday, October 15th, Eat Your Fruits and Veggie Day among schools, the private and public sector, including public engagements via social media platforms. International World Food Day celebrations. Thursday, October 16th, Minister's Address and panel discussion. And the curtains will come down with the grand exhibition on Friday, October 17th at the Old Trafford Plainfield Canteen. Make your plans and get on board. Hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's The Conversation. It's 26 minutes after 7 o'clock, and this morning we're relatively busy. This morning, my first guest is, some of you might know him. I was just telling him before we came on the set that I know very much of his business, but I never knew the man behind the business, Mr. Arthur Campbell. He is the owner of Home Pride Bakery, and attached to Home Pride Bakery is this stocked supermarket. Mr. Campbell, good morning, welcome.
Thank you, and good morning to you too.
How are you doing?
I am doing great after the period of time.
Okay. Well, this time of the morning, you look fresh, you look energized, you look ready to go. You're celebrating a milestone in your business endeavors, 25 years of Home Pride Bakery. How has it been? Tell us how you started Home Pride Bakery.
Well, first of all, let me say good morning to listeners in radio and TV land.
Yes.
How we came to that point. I was living abroad. I worked for the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, and I wanted to return home. That was my first thought. And I was very, I've worked for the bank for about 18 years, and it was time to get home. So everything started by my wanting to get home, and to get home with some measure of independence.
Right.
So that is where the whole thing started. And by that time, my family was, my wife and kids were in the U.S., so I had an option to go there. But we always had home on our minds as Grenada. Grenada's always been home.
Well, of course, home is where the heart is.
That's right. And not only that, that's the only place I have a right to live.
Yes.
So you could see in terms of what's going on now in those places.
You had a premonition.
I tell you that, man. So
Home Pride Bakery came about because of planned retirement to come home.
Well, not so much retirement, just a strong desire to be home.
Okay. And you remember the date exactly that you opened your doors?
Well, it depends on what you regard as opening my doors.
To the public?
To the public.
The day your first bread was sold?
It was sometime, no, the exact date I'm not sure, but I stuck with October 1st.
Okay.
Prior to that, I had testings, I had samplings, and so on and so on and so on. But prior and development and things like that.
Okay.
But I chose that as the official date.
1st of October.
1st of October.
All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. And located in that's Wester Hall, right?
Yes.
Wester Hall in St. David. Mm-hmm. Some folks get Wester Hall and Calivini sort of mixed up. They don't know the boundaries. So,
okay.
What's business like in that area, and what's your volume of business like?
My volume of business is acceptable, and I can live with it. I can, especially the bread aspect of it. some folks got carried away with the introduction of other supermarkets and so on and so on. Without people who might not have done the research, people who never took time off to find out what situations were like. But the business, it has potential, but it has some challenges.
Okay, and you're talking the supermarket aspect?
The supermarket aspect,
okay.
Yeah.
So is the supermarket aspect 25 years as well?
No, that one came into being in 2006.
Okay.
Right? But it was on the plan from the go.
Okay.
It was on the plan from the go. So the building that was acquired and constructed had that in mind.
Okay.
It's a matter of time.
So hence the reason why you said some folks jumped and did business without doing the market research and exact business planning and so forth. So you came with a plan. Well, you came from a bank, so you should.
Right. And I had good support from local folks.
Okay.
I had good support from local folks. I had, if you notice, the supermarket aspect is called Home Pride Foodland.
Yes.
No, I don't believe in reinventing the wheel, and I know my limitations. I came from a banking background, accounting banking background, so I decided to collaborate with those who know.
Okay.
Simply that.
So the name Home Pride Foodland, explain the name then.
Right. First of all, let me start by saying all risks and rewards of ownership rest with Home Pride.
Okay.
People got confused over that. They thought since it carried the name Foodland, that Foodland would...
They had a final say or a major say.
Right. So in fact, some folks got worried over that or by that. No, it's a franchise. I refer to it or regard it as a franchise type arrangement. And I'm stressing on type because it is not really a franchise, a full franchise in the commercial use of the word. I use the name, they support me, they collaborate with me. They have a distribution arm. I carry as much as possible of the goods. In fact, there was a time when I was able to shop from their storeroom.
Okay.
You know, but they've guided me, they've held my hands, and things like that. So it was a good relationship, and I pay a small fee for that.
Okay.
You know.
So in essence, do they have any major financial interest in your business?
Nope.
As a shareholder?
Oh no.
All right.
No.
Okay. All right.
That's why I say all the risks and rewards of ownership rest with Home Pride founders. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the journey 25 years ago to now, what has it been like? Businesses in Grenada, up to a certain scale or magnitude is all right. The village shops with that sort of limitations, 5 tina corn beef, 2 tina sardine, 10 pounds of sugar, and so forth. It does well because it supplies the immediate proximity of it. But when you go on such an extended scale, sometimes it could be problematic. So what has it been like, the journey 25 years?
The journey has been a good journey in many ways, and sometimes to fully appreciate the good, you have to have some bad coming in.
I like this. You know? I like this philosophical support way.
To get a contrast. No, I have a saying that disappointment is a function of expectation. So if you go into a business with high expectation, without the proper underpinning of such expectation, you could have serious disappointments. Right? Now, I started Home Pride Bakery first, and that allowed me for a period of time to assess traffic flow, to get into the hearts and minds of people, and everything else. So by the time I started the supermarket, I had already collected a fair amount of data, because having a background in accounting and banking, I depended on data, not
right. So you had a strategic approach.
Well, basically, because at least the institution that I came from, I was deeply involved in development, financial systems development, and you had to deal with data and so not feelings, because there are lots involved.
Okay.
You know? So that underpinned my approach to the thing.
Okay. All right. While at this, Mildred Smith says good morning.
Good morning, Mildred.
Okay. She's locked on. She's part of us all the way in New York every day. Okay. Now, ever so often you find companies like that saying one of the main problem is attaining and maintaining good staff.
Right. And that's a serious problem. In fact, I would say that's probably the biggest challenge one would have in that. People thought that financing, in fact, that's an issue I had to deal with when I was at the bank. They say, oh, we don't have financing, we don't have this and that. And I took the position that any good project will get financed because there is a lot of liquidity in the Grenadian system.
Yes.
Right? So, to be more specific to your question, staffing, human resource is one of our biggest challenge.
And you're talking generally?
Generally, yeah.
Because you hear the same thing with farmers. Farmers are saying, okay, they're preaching, get into agriculture, invest in agriculture, food security, but you want to do things in the garden and you can't find laborers.
Right.
So that is a generic sort of problem.
Yeah. In fact, I had a conversation with a builder yesterday, a very small builder and so on. And that's his problem. We cannot get people to work and to work diligently and so on.
Why do you think that's the problem? Why do you think that's the case?
A couple of things. I believe that some of us got the idea somewhere that the world owes us something, right? That we don't have to. We have rights. We almost have a right to survive, and as such, things must fall in our lap to do things. We don't see our responsibility to pull ourselves up and to move forward. Right? Now there are different approaches to that. Some of us have better pull-up capacity than others. You have to accept that. Some of us have better opportunities. But I believe, again, as a young man, that had a philosophy that what people would call luck, I would call the interaction of opportunity and preparation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I say it differently. Yeah. Luck is preparedness meeting opportunity.
Right. So it's that interaction. So if you have the mindset that you have to work and you have to provide for yourself, and you go about life with that mindset, you'll be looking for opportunity while you're preparing yourself.
Right.
So that's how it is. Now, if we made to believe, that I must get up, go to school, do this and that, and then something will be provided for me, you could have a problem.
Wrong mentality, wrong approach.
Wrong mentality.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. What would you say has been your mainstay? Because I'm going to go a little colloquial now. Ever so often you see businesses come on stream hot and sweaty, and they thrive for a while, and then after a while, when you look at the growth curve, it's that de-peaking.
Right.
What would you say what has been your mainstay for maintaining and even enhancing on your business operations?
Let me start this way. First of all, I must tell you, I have a background in accounting and central banking.
Okay.
Right. So that gave me an insight and an approach to business that the ordinary small business person might not have had. Right? So I had a measure of training before I got into business, and training at a relatively high level. Right? In fact, when I got into business, apart from the years of experience dealing in those situations, I was formally trained, right, in accounting and finance. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is that I believe in dealing with the numbers, the research, and so on. And I am keenly aware of when I need help.
Okay.
Right? When I started Home Pride, I was advised by a salesman, a very good salesman. A Jamaican salesman of Chinese origin, if you want to call it.
I know the gentleman.
Yeah. So, and he was quite good. In fact, from our first conversation, on the back of a brown paper bag, he told me, well, this is what you need to set up a good bakery in Grenada. He started there, and from there, he prepared, when I say from there, I mean further conversation being involved and so on, commitment having been given, he prepared me a business plan. He defined everything that I needed to set a bakery because that was his line of business. And he sent it to me, and all I had to put into that was the money, my CV, and my commitment. So I had to put those in, and he even arranged for my attachment to a bakery in another country where I worked at night and I read by day, basically. So that gave me an insight. That did not make me a baker, but it gave me a good insight into the operations, because I believe, again, you must go in with some level of knowledge.
Yeah, you have to have an appreciation for what you're getting into.
Fine. So that was part of it, and then I was focused to the point that nothing could have distracted me from that. I knew that, in fact, I refer to it when I took my family, in this case just my wife, my kids were in the States, to come back to Grenada, so we're going and slave. So I knew hard work was involved. And that was it. I was under no illusion as to what I was getting into. And if we had time to speak about the whole history of how things go inside there, you would understand.
Do you have any regrets in opening that business 25 years ago?
No. It's the best decision. It's the best decision I've made in life. Well, no. Apart from my relationship with God and so on, I mean, it's one of the best decisions I've made. I mean, of course, I've married good people and things like that. I'm saying good people because I'm married twice. My first wife passed.
Okay.
And I'm married as a second wife.
Okay.
So, the people say if it's nice, you do it twice.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, that was such. But the dedication and the, having read that, so and not only in Grenada, having read that in most cases, maybe a very small percentage of small businesses survive. Very small.
Why is that so?
Because they don't go into it with the proper understanding, the proper knowledge and proper determination, I would say, and things like that.
Okay.
So, and some of the small business owners tend to confuse what I will use in local language, fastness with support.
Yeah.
No, you open a business and people rush to see what's going on, but you're not seeing them again.
Right.
Right?
Inquisitiveness.
Right. So they move along there with that kind of mindset. Needless to say, when they come inside, they will buy something. They won't just want to, in most cases, just walk in and walk out. They'll buy something and so on. And they might take that to be continuous customs.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a problem.
I have a big base.
Yeah, right. So that's part of it. And sometimes they're not properly capitalized too, right? Sometimes they live the glory before they own it.
Right.
And
that in itself kills the business.
Right. And some of them probably mistaken revenue for profit.
Yeah.
They take revenue and believe revenue is profit.
Yeah.
Right.
The profit is after you extract all the other stuff.
Right. So those are some of the issues that thing, and they don't put themselves into what I would consider learning situations. You know, you have to. I mean, once you're alive, you have to be learning, looking into ways and so on. I mean, I in 2000 and I think it's 2010 or 2000. I had to pick up myself and go and sit down between young people in a baking school.
Okay.
You know,
I understand it even more.
Yeah, because in most cases, we operated on the monkey see, monkey do without the proper understanding of why things are done. And it got to the point where that was very uncomfortable. You needed to know why things are done. At least I needed to know why things are done in the way they are done. So I did that. Again, that did not make me a baker, but it gave me an understanding, because often I had to offer guidance to some of the people who would actually do the things.
Okay.
You know,
okay. So you have to understand it.
You have to understand it, and you have to be able to provide some form of leadership to the thing, to the folks that work with you.
So as we do the wrap now, where do you see Home Pride Bakery and Home Pride Food Mart? Foodland. Mm-hmm. Going?
We are now on, we are doing some expansion in terms of the facility to better serve the area, to give some more, what I would call, foundational support, and to make people also feel, to beef up the experience, to improve the shopping experience, because we started at a constrained space, so we have to expand it a little bit more. Where are we going to? First of all, we want to make sure that the people who continue, the people who now work at Home Pride, they have an opportunity to continue working there for a long time.
Okay.
So survival of Home Pride is paramount. And if you don't grow, you'll die.
Yes.
So you have to provide for that. In addition to that, I am not a young man, so I have to prepare to leave something that can go ahead while the other people continue there. So where are we going? And before I say where we're going, I have to say what is constraining or going. And part of it, there might be two significant things. One, staffing, right? Skilled operators. No, it so happened that people don't like bakery work. I mentioned to you, I knew I was coming to Slate because I had the exposure in something. So people don't like that work. It's probably, the timing is probably also antisocial.
Early in the morning.
Antisocial hours.
Yes.
Right? So that was another thing. So we have that staffing challenge. And let me digress a little bit and stick in. I'm having serious problems with the drivers in the area. Drivers and so on, and I'm not getting the support that I think I should get from the police service. I'll stick that in here at that point. If you pass there in evenings and you see what happens there unnecessarily because of the selfishness of some of our drivers, they choose to park exactly where they should not park, even if other parking is available. Right. Everybody wants to park, given the chance, inside the supermarket, if you call it, just to push it to the extreme, right? And then they just tie up the traffic right through there, and everybody's cussing and screaming. And then on the public road, and the police believe, and they've advised me that I have to employ persons to tell people not to park on the public road, even if they've put in signs, no parking signs. So in other words, I have to pay the police or somebody else to implement the law.
Okay.
Right? And needless to say, sometimes the policemen themselves come and do it. Right? You come, there a park. I've built a parking area outside there. They don't want to go in there. They want to stay on the outside, and then they'll
and obstruct the traffic.
Obstruct the traffic. And you see the long line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Well, we've exhausted our time. I wish we could have spoken for the rest of the week, but we've exhausted our time, and we have other guests to the program. So I want to commend you on an exemplary work in, the decision to come back home and instill this sort of business venture in your... Is that the area you're from?
My wife was from there. I spent some of my time there, but I'm really from Pedmata, which is not far.
Not far, okay.
Not far.
St. David. All right, so to affect the St. David economy in such a way, 25 years is a long time. A lot of businesses have come and go.
Yeah, come and gone,
Come and gone, right? And so I just want to commend you and, ask you to keep on doing what you're doing. Because you're doing it good.
Right. Thank you. 25 years and 65 employees.
25 years, 65 employees.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deserving of an honor.
Good. So.
Yeah. Okay. I'll ensure that I'll make the right calls so that maybe next year you'll be on the King's list.
The King's list.
Yeah, list. Okay. The OBE or MBE or.
They don't mean much to me.
Okay. Mr. Campbell, thank you very much for sharing your experience with us, and we wish you all the successes that can be had, and go with Godspeed.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And I must say, I admire also the contribution being made by GBN, and wish you continue and with your program, this particular program. Although most times I'm not up early enough
to get it. You're missing a good thing, but try as much as you can.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, folks, again, thank you, Mr. Campbell, and we look forward to seeing and hearing much more of you. We take a commercial break. When we come back, we have more in the conversation. Let me tell you up front that we will be foregoing the BBC News this morning. All right? Okay. We take a break.
The Ministry of Agriculture is inviting all of Grenada to join in the national observance of World Food Day 2025, guided by the theme Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. Our national celebrations will run from October 13th, culminating with the grand exhibition at the Old Trafford Playing Field, Tantine, on Friday, October 17th, 2025. Let us all unite to make this year's event the very best, connecting householders, farmers, agricultural partners, schools, and community groups. International World Food Day observance, October 16th. National World Food Day celebrations, October 13th to the 17th. Be a part of Grenada's food security drive.
Come on out, Grenada. Let's move to live. Sunday, October 26, 2025. Fitness walk beginning with warm-up at 2 p.m. at Progress Park St. Andrew. Organize your churches, clubs, family, and community. Great prizes to be won. Call 442-7450 to order your t-shirts now. Features and attractions galore to keep you moving. Hosted by the Health and Youth Departments of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists.
Grenada, let's celebrate the 19th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert on Sunday, November 9th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center with the best of Grenada along with the Black Prince and the Pink Panther. Our partners, Hubbard's, GBN, Grenada Paper Products, Grenada Distillers Limited, makers of Clack's Court, Grenada's #1 rum, Brenville Credit Union, Bryden and Miners, Agents 4, Johnny Walker, Smirnoff Vodka, and Campari, Renwick Thompson and Company Limited, Pierre Marcel, Hard On Plus, Gittins Healthcare, Dollar Savers Auto Parts, Rise and Shine Supermarket, Springs Food Mart, Excel Plaza, Clem Vision Eye Center, Chillaxing Cafe, Answer Coating, Victory Bar, Blue Bubba's PA Rental and Events Supply, Chateau de la Motte, Grenada, Captain Harris Apartments, Gem Holiday, Beach Resorts, Dana's City Inn, Glen Egg, Spring Water, and the Grenada Trade Center. Sunday, November 9th, 5 p.m. Grenada Trade Center, the 19th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Please be seated by 4 p.m. Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Grenadians, get ready to commemorate National Heroes Day on Sunday, October 19th at the former Riviera Hotel site next to Camahorn Park. Grand Dance from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. The theme for this year's commemoration, honoring our legacy, inspiring our future. This National Heroes Day commemoration promises to be one to remember with a prayer and worship segment, the spoken word, and a powerful message from our special guest speaker. National Heroes Day Commemoration 2025 will also see the official sword turning on the grounds of the Riviera site, which will then be known as National Heroes and Heritage Park. Sunday, October 19th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. National Heroes Day Commemoration. Monroe, St. George. See you there.
Residents of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, have you ever wondered how you can benefit from Grenada's Citizenship by Investment program? Join the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada for the next IMA Symposium Series on October 22nd at 5:30 p.m. at the Mermaid Hotel Conference Room, Carriacou. This public forum will explore how local developers and those aspiring to become developers can access new earning opportunities through the CBI program. Hear from key experts representing the Investment Migration Agency, the CBI Committee, and the Grenada Investment Development Corporation as they discuss recent regulatory changes designed to expand local participation. This is your chance to gain insight, ask questions, and discover how you can be part of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique's development story. Don't miss it. Join the conversation on October 22nd at 5:30 p.m. at the Mermaid Hotel Conference Room.
The cranberry is good. I feel like the cranberry.
Okay, let's do this one here.
All right, cool. And that is all we need?
I think so.
Okay. Leak. I forget my money home.
No worries, I got you.
You sure?
You want to pay for it?
All right, thanks. I'll pay you the money right now. So I sent you the money, yeah?
Okay, let me check.
Kurt knows he always has access to his money with Co-op Bank's e-banking app. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home. In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. The conversation continues this morning, and I'm happy to have with me in the studio a very, very beautiful, talented, strong, mentally stable young lady. Tell us your name, please.
My name is Amaya Henry.
Amaya Henry. But she is an artist, she's an athlete, and everything in the musical industry, in the creative industry. She goes by the name of Red Out. And next side to her is her producer.
Yes, my name is Dwayne Young from Grand Jam Records.
Grand Jam Records.
Yes.
Okay, so Red Out. I'll call you Red Out for this morning. How old are you?
I'm 16 years old.
Okay, very young. And I see you have a big song on YouTube, Not Perfect. Tell us about Red Out. Who is Red Out? Where is Red Out? Okay, you're from Bolio in St. George. Tell us about Red Out. How did you get into the music? And in addition to that, I'm seeing, is that you running there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell us about Red Out.
So before I started writing song, I used to write poetry and thing, and then I developed some of my poems into songs. So I started writing poetry like around grade 3, 4 going up. So, and then in the middle of grade 4 going up, I started to write songs during the COVID period. That when I write most of them songs. Not Perfect started off in Form 1 to around 2 day, and then I started to edit it as I get bigger, gain more knowledge and thing. But basically, why I writing more positive song is because how everybody does go through things in life sometimes, and they just need some positivity to boost them up. And my biggest supporter is my mother, because based on real life story, because I never grew up with father or anything.
Why?
Because story. Because
okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Don't get too emotional. Okay. So in essence, your mission here is to instill some positivity to the people who need it.
Yes, sir.
And you're a 5th form student also an athlete. You were telling me you do the 400, the 800, the 15, the 3,000 hurdles. How do you do all these things? I mean, I'm going to say it colloquial, a little piece of lady like you. How do you do all these things?
Well, I doesn't really do as well as before because I used to school training and thing. Well, I kind of get a little back away from athletics, but I'm starting back to build up. But so right now I'm just trying to have a stronger mindset to come back next year and do well and make my mommy proud and everybody else.
How are you doing academically? How's the school work going?
Well, I kind of was on a rocky road at first because when I transferred from Boca to high school, I didn't really want to go to high school, but now I start back to improve.
Okay, yeah. So it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about Red Out. I'm coming to your producer in a while. Tell us the concept, the reasoning behind Red Out.
Red Out? Red Out is just, I love red, like I'm obsessed with red. So that's why I just call myself Red Out.
Okay. And the song Not Perfect. Tell us about Not Perfect.
Not perfect, like, okay, so not everybody perfect in life and things.
Nobody is.
So certain people could be good at certain things. Certain people again wouldn't be good at certain other things. So like it's just a song, not perfect, but must still a try. It's like,
you know this person on the screen?
That is me.
That is you. Okay. Are you flogging them or you getting flogged?
He was in front. That was a 4x4.
Grenada, let me just give you a taste of, before I come to the producer, let me give you a taste of Red Out.
With a pretty stride, a powerful stride, the elasticity. This is a Bugatti. This is a Bugatti. Anything else is a bicycle behind her. Here she goes, the Anglican High School.
One Red Out. No perfect, but I still a try. Can't sleep at night or to cry. But my pray to the Most High. Got him for the sky. Dreams and dreams can't come true yet. My life I scream. The pressure, my have to surrender to the Most High, yeah. Not perfect, but God, me deserve it. Me deserve the best. Why your feet put me to the test? Me can't take this pressure, yeah. Too much blood running on the street. The violence, the youth are free. Some throw life away, like God, do they listen to what I'ma say? Not perfect, but me still a try. Can't sleep at night or to cry. But my pray to the Most High. Got him for the sky. Dreams and dreams can't come true yet. My life I scream. The pressure, my have to surrender to the Most High, yeah. Life turn upside down, good then bad like a merry-go-round. Salt and sugar look just like the same, don't know which one for choose. Life is the soft butter, the bread and your mind are the cross. Just know who you trust, cause you might turn in a dust. Not perfect.
Wow. Let me ask you this. You wrote the song?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. My goodness me. You're awesome. Let me go to our producer there now. Producer, tell us your name again.
My name is Dwayne Young.
Dwayne Young.
Yes.
And how did you meet up with Red Out?
Actually, the song you heard, it was not recorded at my studio, it was recorded somewhere else. She bring the song to me, wanted to do a video. So upon hearing the song, I tell her, well, you're very talented, so what I do, I take the song and I remix it and master it. And then I do the video you saw there and put it out. Then after that, now we do some work, and I also signed her to my label. We have other productions that will be coming out shortly.
Wow, so where is your studio located?
I'm located in Reading, Mount Parnassus.
Okay, and you only do reggae and
we do all genre. We do dancehall, hip hop, R&B, all genre.
Okay. And what is it? What was it like?
As well.
Yeah. Okay. What was it like working with my friend?
As I said, it is an honor for myself and my partner, RT Trap Record. Not often you see talent like Amaya, you know. So when you see this talent, you want to take them and guide them the right way. She's a unique talent. Her kind of style of what she sings is very unique, so I want to guide her to maximize her to her potential, because she could reach on a global stage based upon what you hear, and she have better than that.
Let me ask you, are you by chance Grenadian?
Well, I'm a Grenadian by citizenship, but I'm a Jamaican by birth.
You sound like someone from Mandeville.
Yeah, I'm from Portmore, Spanish Town.
Portmore, okay.
Yes.
Wow, okay. Because, let's be real, who does she remind you of from Jamaica?
Everybody comparing her to Kofi.
Yeah, that's really like Coffee.
Yeah, she's very unique. Wow. And that's just a taste of what she have in the bank. She have a lot to come out.
Now, let me tell you this, right? Red Heart, I love what I'm hearing. I love what I'm seeing. You seem to be a well-rounded person. Do not get carried away with the music alone. Life is about balance. Okay, you're still in your teen years. Take the best education that you can get, because as I was saying yesterday, when you reach that platform, because doctors and lawyers and teachers are making money now as Kofi and those people and them. All right? But in order for you to maximize on that, you have to have some education. You have to know how to count your money. When you go to Hollywood to do those big interviews and them, like what you're doing now, you have to be able to talk properly and so forth. So you need to get your academics in line as well. So do not think that, okay, I'm gonna make it as a singer, as an artist, so I could done school. No, don't do that. Life is balance. All right, there are stages in life for different things. Now focus on education. Yes, you have this little extracurricular stuff that is coming up. Not share it, but at the same time, at your stage, your focal point should be school and education. So you have to learn to create that balance.
Yes, sir.
Promise?
Yes, I promise.
All right, promise. Good. So what's next for Red Hot? Is Red Hot or Red Out?
Red Out.
Red Out. Red Hot is my friend. Yes. What's next for Red Out? What's the next track?
The next track?
Yeah, what's the next song coming?
Well, I have 2 more coming out. Well, one is Walk and Believe, and the next one is Aim and Miss.
Aim and Miss. Okay. And it's your style is gonna continue along the positive, constructive line. Maybe when you get, international, outer national, as them say, and you can drop a little badness here and there too. No badness.
No.
I was just trying to test you to make sure that you're focused. Yeah, strictly positive vibes.
Yes, sir.
Well, like I said, any word you want to, I'm gonna come to you. I want you to speak to your young people. Young people out there who are listening and viewing. You're on Facebook. You see, Sonia Mathlin Scott says, "Songs very impressive to me. Keep up the good work. Brilliant little girl. Songs positive." You understand? Those are the comments coming from our Facebook viewers and listeners. So I want you to use the platform this morning to encourage some youngsters or young lady out there who might be going through some adverse times, some rough times in life. You've been through the ups and downs. As you say, life hasn't been so fair to you, but let me let you know, life is not fair at all. You understand? But encourage somebody out there.
Okay. Well, in anything that you're going through, anything that's traumatizing or anything, just go to God, pray, because life is not really a bed of roses, because we go always have bad days. Even if we're doing good, people go always say we bad or not, but you just have to keep your head high and just walk with God and know what you can do.
You trust in the Most High?
Yeah.
Mr. Producer.
Well, first and foremost, you could find her music on all digital platforms. She goes by the name Red Out Music on all digital platforms. The next song is scheduled to drop within the next 2 weeks, and the video will be dropped as well. So we have a lot to work on. We also have some collaboration with some big name artists, well-known Grenadian artists as well to do. So we're working. As I said, we're keeping her positive. We're keeping the positive vibe. We're going to nurture her talent. We're going to work some more on her vocal range, and you'll be getting great stuff coming from Red Out.
Thanks again. Love you, my dear.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, folks, don't go yet. Stay right there. Keep up the good work, the Rondell Thomas says. All right, folks, this is Red Out as we go out of that segment. We do have another guest coming on, but stay with us.
A powerful stride, the elasticity. This is a Bugatti. This is a Bugatti. Anything else is a physical behind that.
Live life to the fullest and not that cure. A mindset chillin' it as them sure. Them say they love you today, but tomorrow them gone. Just have faith in yourself, believe in a God. Look for peace across the sea, because the devil send you man as the man feast. Life no easy, but God know what you doing. No come wrong with no evil thing. But
Welcome to to Caribou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the extended version of the conversation this morning. Good things come and they stay sometimes. I've got with me in the studio the group For His Glory. They will be in concert, and that concert is dubbed Jesus the World's Peace or Praise, and it's happening on Sunday, October 12th. That's this Sunday at the St. George's SDA Church in Archibald Avenue. Good morning for His glory. By three of all, it's four.
Well, one of them is a student.
Okay.
And she's at school
Okay,
now.
okay, understood. All right, morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all?
Good morning, sir. We're good in Jesus' name.
I'm hearing the harmony in the voices now. So
really?
Yeah, yes, sir. Even when you talk, there's harmony. So that's good. Tell us about the group For His Glory.
Okay, underneath this table, my husband is knocking my knee. So I guess it's me to speak. For His Glory is a group of four of us, hence the name For His Glory. Yes. And we're all about ministry. We're all about ministering for Christ. It's what we want to do. We realize the times we are living in, and we know that our purpose is to share Jesus with the world because He is their peace.
Okay.
Yeah, so four of us. It's been, Carlene and I used to sing together before. This morning I was thinking about it, and it's about 25 years or more that we've actually been singing.
So that means you all been singing since you were born, because you all look as 25.
Yeah, we're much older.
Yeah.
You know, let her speak for herself.
Yeah. I have some aunts, right? And every year when it's their birthday, I would say, okay, today you're 24 today, and they're way older. 24, no, 20.
Yeah, so but For His Glory, we're singing about 8 years now. Yeah, we've been, as a group, we've been singing. So Courtney, who's not here, Courtney Batiste, she is 16. So she was singing with us maybe when she was around 8.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
yeah. She's singing when she was about, and she would believe that she's the diva of the group.
But she was hearing the music in the womb long before 8,
That's
right?
your daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a denominational group? For His Glory?
For His Glory, we are Seventh-day Adventists.
Okay.
So I don't know if we would say we're a denominational group, but we are Seventh-day Adventists.
Okay.
But we sing for Jesus.
Yeah.
But the message is universal.
Yes.
Some of the message, yes.
Okay. All right. And as the gentleman in the group, what do you do? You're the bass singer?
Well, I would say it's different things. One of the things I do, yes, I sing bass. So it's not one specific thing. Many roles from a music point of view. But more or less, I lead in terms of what happens in the group vocally.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For His Glory reminds me of the Advent singers.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I like their music.
Okay.
Yeah. If you listen to me all the time, you'll hear ever so often I'll play one or two of their tracks, sometimes on mornings. Okay, so this concert, Jesus, the World's Peace or Praise. Tell us about this concert coming up on Sunday.
All right. So ever so often in music ministry is where you, from a spiritual point of view, you want to send a message to the audience. Generally in music, in terms of entertainment and so on, it's all about the singer who's on stage, and a lot of times they do things to highlight themselves. In music ministry, it's a bit different. It's having a message to give to a particular set of people. They don't really determine how you behave, because a message is a message. If I'm telling you the building is on fire and I come to announce the building on fire, I don't really look to see how you well, let me say it this way. If I tell you the building is on fire, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's fire in the building.
You have to get out. So we don't have time to do certain things. So in music ministry, we have a message that we present, and from time to time we look to see what could be an appropriate message that we can present to the general public. And in this particular case, we looked at the world situation. Everything just going in chaos. Everything, hope has been lost. how the world is spiraling downward, and we thought that people need to know, in spite of all of this, there is hope, and they can find peace. World leaders always talk about peace, but it seems as though they can't get it together. It seems as though there is problems, and they spend millions of dollars over trying to get a sense of peace. But we believe that peace is found only, real peace is found only in one source.
Jesus.
And that is what we're trying to present. So amidst what's going on now, we can find hope, we can have that peace. And that's what this concept is all about, basically.
Okay, and so along with For His Glory, is it just your group, or there will be other singers?
Yes, there would be a lot of other singers, seasoned singers, a lot of, I don't want to let everything out, because of course we want to leave something to whet your appetite and to leave you interested. But there are a lot of experienced singers along with us on this venture.
Yes, and we also have our sponsors. A sponsor, and that's Diverse Solution. And we want to make sure that we put him in here and let him know that we appreciate the support that he gives to For His Glory, which is the company's Diverse Solution show in Noel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when someone comes to that concert, when the concert is over, what would you like them to take away from the concert? Okay, an ordinary man heard about it because they're always listening. Let's assume someone, a bus driver, is listening now. And he say, you know what, Saturday I'm going to go to the concert. He doesn't know Christ. He doesn't, Sunday.
Sunday.
Right, Sunday evening, 6:30 p.m., right? Doesn't know Christ. He comes to the concert. At the end of the concert, what would you like him to take home?
Well, I believe all of us have something that troubles us from time to time. So for an ordinary man, I would like him to live with that sense of hope, with that sense of peace, so that when the trouble comes, he knows that there is a way out. No, I'm not saying that he wouldn't feel a certain way, he wouldn't go through a certain kind of emotion. You know, he might even be really, really down. But he should know that at some point, he would be able to get back up.
I would like to add something too. An ordinary man might never make his way into church at all. He might never even listen to a sermon. But from this concert, our intent is to give the message of hope in songs. And one of the songs is Pray Now. Sometimes you could be in a crowd and you're privately talking to God because of the situation. A bus driver could be driving and he has to make a decision that nobody in the bus understands. But when he hears that song, Pray Now, it will remind him to turn to the only one that could hear him despite the noise that is going on around him.
Wow.
And we also need to remember that there are people who go to church every Saturday, every Sunday, and they still don't know Jesus. They're still very troubled. At the end of the month, they can't pay their bills and they are lost. They're hopeless. You know, they go to the doctor and we receive news and our hearts drop because we're depending on man or ourselves. But when we have an experience with Jesus, when we know that no matter what's going on in our lives, that He is going to take care of us, that this feeling is only just a feeling, because our God is bigger than that feeling and He will fix it, then there's a lasting peace that will come. You understand? And we're not trying to pretend that the feeling is not going to come.
Well, what do you do when the feeling comes?
That's it. That's it. What do you do? Some people drink. Some people smoke. Some people take drugs. We pray.
Some people commit suicide too.
We're trying to encourage people that you can talk to the Creator God, the Redeemer God, the God who is the source of every life and every strength, and He can help you in an instant. We can trust Him.
Another song says, it matters to the Master. Whatever you're going through, it matters to Him. your husband, your wife, your neighbor, your children might not even know, but it matters to him.
Wow. That in itself is ministering, what you just said. It is. There's somebody out there that, listen, whether we want to accept it or not, there are people out there who are going through it. There are people, there are some people that you see them with a smile on their face and you think that all is well. And it is totally opposite. You know, so anything that can be done to ease the burden or point someone in the direction where they can get eternal peace, that is so appreciated.
Yes, and that's the core of our ministry. The core of our ministry is to use the gift, it's not just talent, the gift that God has given us to minister to everyone in song. Because we can't all preach, but we can sing, and we thank God for that.
Right. Is there a cost? What's the cost for the tickets?
No, it's free. It's absolutely free.
Yes. We did one last year, and it was free also. Well, 2 years ago. And
yeah,
we did
it's
one
free.
in Barbados. And yes.
Oh, so you're a touring group. Okay. This morning has been a celebrity morning for me. First, I had Mr. Campbell, who is a celebrity in his own right. Then we had the young lady. What are your thoughts on the young lady?
Amazing. We know Maya.
We know Maya.
You know
Maya is one of our young people at church.
So
Maya's in Pathfinders. Maya sing at church. Maya, we know Maya.
Small, she's we just amazed of how brave. She's so brave.
Wow.
She's always ready to serve.
I hope she knows, and the people around her knows that it's a gift that she's gotten, and that they nurture it, because she's so multifaceted. She runs, she's doing fairly okay in her academics, and she writes for herself.
Yes. You can tell Maya
today.
Let's say, that you need a poem. And she'll have it for you within an hour.
Almost instantly.
Yeah.
I've experienced almost instantly.
And she
within
will go up
minutes.
and read. It just flows. She's just really. But what amazed me most about her is that she's so brave.
Yeah, always.
Is she part of your church? Or?
Yes.
Please, I please keep her under your wings.
Yeah, definitely.
Because people with these gifts, I'm saying gift, that's not just a talent, that's a gift. It's easy to get complicated, especially, not just complicated, but contaminated, especially at that age group. Please keep her, preserve her.
We were just speaking with our producer out there, and we're telling him, keep her in Jesus. Keep her there.
Well, we have a teenager also, my daughter, and she's very talented also. We are amazed at the level. They keep saying she gets it for me, but she is way beyond. And we also have to constantly be praying and encouraging her, because the world wants her. They always like.
And there's such a thin line nowadays. You know, when you look at some of the gospel singers who are making it big, as Donald would say, bigly. You know, and when you look at their lifestyle, they sing one message and then their lifestyle is so different. So it's so easy to get sidetracked. But please, I beg you all, keep the young people under your wings. Keep on praying for them and nurturing them and leading by good examples. Well, I want to wish you all the best come Sunday. All right, folks, so the concert is Jesus, the World's Peace, or Praise. It's this Sunday at the SDA Church in Archibald Avenue. All right, go on out. It's free. It's a good Sunday evening line.
Innocent, I didn't hear you say you're coming.
I know everything I had to say. Yeah, like surprises.
I thought he was going to mute the mic.
Not everything I had to say. I mean, how surprising, how impactful would it be if I say, okay, I'm coming? Other than on Monday morning when you go to work, Innocent was in our concert. Come on, man. Come on, so I don't say everything.
All right.
And I want to thank you all because I know you all are ardent listeners to the program and to the GBN. Keep on listening every now and then. Just drop by, please.
Nice.
They drop by and spread the good word.
Yes,
Thank you.
Okay? And all the best comes Sunday, and keep on doing what you're doing. It keeps you young, strong, healthy, and beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Folks, that's it for the extended conversation this morning. I do hope that you enjoyed it because although lengthy, I enjoyed every single second of it. We take a break. We'll come back with the great music right here on K105 Classic in the morning time.
All glory belongs to the one who brings us peace. We invite you to join us on Sunday, October 12th. Diverse Solution presents For His Glory in Concert, featuring special guests. We'll lift our voices to present Jesus, the world's peace, our praise. Come experience the harmony, worship, and praise. 6:30 p.m. St. George's SDA Church, Sunday, 12th October. Don't miss it. See you there.